Hello, time for the next episode. This episode is a Stranglers episode, and this week on March the 12th, 1978, the Stranglers released their third album, uh, Black and White. So that was 48 years ago this week. It was produced by Martin Rushent, who produced their first um, three albums, Rastus Norvegicus and No More Heroes. This album marked a departure from the punk scene, and it's considered the first post-punk album which spawned bands such as Joy Division. The album itself was recorded in Beer Shack Lodge and has a number of guest musicians on it, including a saxophonist called Laura Logic, who played saxophone on Hey Rise of the Robots. The single from this album, Nice and Sleazy, got to number 18 in the UK charts, and they found themselves in trouble with Frank Sinatra's lawyers, who had a hit single with Nice and Easy, and his lawyers thought it was a satire to his career that the Royal Night Stranglers made a similar song title with it. The first 75,000 copies of Black and White came with a free single called Walk On By, which is a Burt Bacharach cover. I have 6 copies of it, including that one. I suppose I should say my favourite songs from this album. I mean, I would say it's my third favourite Stranglers album. My favourite songs has always been Toiler on the Sea, where a band, Flock of Seagulls, got their name from, because in the lyrics there's the words a flock of seagulls, and they said the Stranglers gave them credit. It's been Toiler on the Sea, Nice and Sleazy, Hey Rise of the Robots, Curfew, and Threatened. The idea of this album was that it was to have one side in the black side, which would be sung in by bass player Jean-Jacques Burnel, and the white side sung by singer Hugh Cornwell. It didn't quite work out that way because JJ only sung Threatened, Curfew, and Death and Night and Blood in total, so that was 3. Death and Night and Blood was a song inspired by Japanese novelist Yukio Mishima, and the words Death and Night and Blood was a line from one of his novels called Confession of a Mask. I have 6 copies of the album on vinyl, which is not a lot really, but they hardly come up for sale. When they do, they're quite pricey. But the one I'm going to show you all today is the US A&M version. I'm going to try and do something that's not always completely rare all the time, because when it's sort of like a mega rare, I try and sort of put the mega rare ones and just like the not so mega rare ones together, because in total I have nearly 400 Stranglers records, so if I show one a week we will be here for quite a while. But the US A&M one has this nice A&M sticker on it, and difference about this vinyl, that if I get it out of its sleeve here, is that it was marbled. It came with this paper sort of like in a bag, and the record itself is I'll get the side one. That's side one, the black and white marble. And that one's side two. It's not that particularly rare. I mean, you can still pick it up today for, if you're in the UK, I'll say you can pick it up for still less than £50 today, I would say. I mean, it's the least rarest one, but I have in my collection. But I thought for the purpose of this video, I would show it. I mean, it plays well when I had a record player. I don't really have one, but it plays pretty well from when I had a record player. I'll also show you this yeah. Oh, sorry, no, I didn't see that one. I'll also show you this Japanese CD I have of the album. The Japanese ones are always pressing because they always come with a nice OVI strip. I've got the Japanese LP as well. I might show that at some point, but this is a nice thing to have. Also, today in 1995, the Stranglers released their 12th album, About Time. Now this is a completely different lineup of the band. It consisted of Jean-Jacques Burnel bass guitar vocals, Jet Black Jet Black drums and percussion, Dave Greenfield keyboard player. Now these two people have since passed away though, but they're never forgotten. Paul Roberts on vocals and John Ellis on the guitar. I happen to be a fan of this lineup. It wasn't that popular over the time. Like, this is the About Time album. My favourite songs on it have always been Sinister, Still Life, Face, Paradise Row, and She Gave It All. The single Lies and Deception was written by drummer Jet Black about a phone call he heard when when you hang up the phone and it's supposed to go dead, but he had heard the conversation, and the conversation he heard to produce me was Lies and Deception. The good thing is it's signed by two of the members, the two hardest members to get now, because you don't see quite a lot of them anymore. Singer Paul Roberts there, and guitarist John Ellis, who's not that active these days. So when I saw him in concert with a comedian called Joel Sanders, I think, I took all my CDs and he signed them all. He was surprised actually, because he doesn't normally talk about his time in the band, but because he's played with a number of bands, including punk band The Vibrators and musician Peter Gabriel. But that's what the band looked like at the time there. So that's JJ, Jet, John Ellis, Paul Roberts and Dave Greenfield. And that's today's update. So this album was released today in 1995, and Black and White was released May the 12th, 1978. Happy 48th birthday to Black and White. Okay, next episode, I'm off to a concert on Sunday night. I'm off to see Machine Head, which is completely different to the Stranglers, at the Brixton Academy in London. So there might be a bit of a vlog on that, as they call it these days. If you want to like and subscribe and all that sort of things, you can do. Okay, bye.